Hi, I'm Matt Ellefson and welcome to Fearless Friday. Today I'm going to talk about metastatic cancer and living with metastatic cancer. Metastasis is the medical term for cancer that spreads to a different part of the body from where it started. And when this happens, doctors say the cancer has metastasized, or many say you have metastatic cancer or stage 4 cancer. And sometimes the term advanced cancer also describes metastatic cancer. Metastasis most commonly develop when cancer cells break away from the main tumor and enter the bloodstream or the lymphatic system. And these systems carry blood and fluids around the body. And this means that the cancer cells can travel far from the original tumor and form new tumors when they settle and grow in a different part of the body. Any type of cancer can metastasize or spread. Whether this happens depends on the type of cancer and how aggressive or fast growing it is, and how long you've had it before treatment. Metastasis to the bones, brain, liver, and lymph nodes and lungs is very common. And cancer cells can also metastasize to the pleural space, the lining around the lungs, which may cause excessive fluid buildup in these areas called malignant pleural effusions. And some cancers tend to spread to certain parts of the body. For example, breast cancer tends to spread to the bones, the liver, the lungs, the chest wall, and the brain, whereas lung cancer tends to spread to the brain, bones, liver, and adrenal glands. Prostate cancer tends to spread to the bones, and colon and rectal cancers tend to spread to the liver and lungs. Is a metastasis the same type of cancer as before? Well, doctors give metastasis the same name as the original cancer. So for example, lung cancer that spreads to the brain is referred to as metastatic lung cancer, not brain cancer. This is because the cancer started in the lung. However, even though the tumors in each of these different locations represent lung cancer, doctors are learning today more about how metastasis may differ from the primary original tumor at a molecular genomic level. I, for example, have metastatic lung cancer or stage 4 lung cancer. And my cancer was originally diagnosed in a large tumor in my right lung and several lymph nodes spread throughout my body. Those were treated in a clinical trial setting using experimental drugs. And I was in remission with no evidence of disease for about a year. Then my cancer returned in a lymph node in my neck. And since that time, it has also returned several times to other parts of my lung, as well as my liver, my adrenal gland, my bones, and my brain. And for the last 7 years, I've been living with active disease and I've been under continuous treatment. So when people say that the cancer has spread or metastasized to other parts of your body, it doesn't mean game over. It just means you now need to reevaluate your treatment strategy to include an effective treatment of that new metastasis as well. This strategy includes getting frequent biopsies of where the cancer has spread and having genomic sequencing performed on your biopsy tissue. The information determined by the genomic sequencing test allows your medical team to treat the specific cancer that is now growing in your body at this time. Not the cancer you originally had, but the cancer you now have, because it does change over time. And qualified doctors know today that cancer can develop resistance to certain medicines over time, and it's important to know what resistance mechanism it developed so that you can effectively treat it. Without knowing this, your doctor is just guessing at what to try next. Now, it may be an educated guess, but it's still a guess. Don't ever let your doctor play guessing games with your life. I don't, and I never will. If you have a doctor that is guessing, without retesting your biopsy tissue through genomic sequencing, you need to find a new doctor. This is very important. Talk to your doctor and request and discuss the need to perform genomic sequencing on your new recurrent tissue. Your life depends on it. And we've provided the form to request this testing in the comment sections below. And if you have metastatic cancer, it's extremely important that you have a doctor that is qualified and experienced in treating your specific type of cancer. I would recommend that you seek a second opinion at an academic research cancer center where they do a lot of research on your specific type of cancer. We provide that listing of best-in-class second opinion cancer centers at surviveit.org. It's also very important to reach out to other survivors with your type of cancer. You're not the only one going through this, and other survivors before you have very valuable information and lessons learned to share with you. Survive It has set up Facebook group pages for every type of cancer. These groups are closed, so you have to ask to join and be approved, but it's a very simple process. We keep them closed so people can share information with each other in a private setting where others on Facebook cannot see what's discussed. And people aren't in there, trying to sell things and all that stupid stuff they do. For example, in these groups, someone may ask if others had a metastasis to their brain, and then survivors will answer and tell about how it was treated, and in some cases, what they wish they had done differently. Feel free to join in and join one of these groups today. Believe me, you'll be very glad you did. I've learned far more from other survivors than I ever have learned from any doctor. I then take what I've learned and discuss it with my doctor, which oftentimes has resulted in changes for the better. And remember, you can always reach out to Survive It anytime for any reason by emailing us at info@surviveit.org. We're always ready to help because that's who we are. We are survivors helping patients. Until next time, I'm Ellefson. Stay strong and live fearless.